Ayan, okay na ma'am, nag-start na 'no. Okay. So
Sige.
mag-start na ako ma'am 'no. So rantro ko lang po, mag-introduction lang ako ma'am, ng
Mm.
event natin ngayon and then introduce ko po kayo ma'am 'no. I will be calling you ma'am para ma-introduce niyo po yung sarili ninyo 'no, saang state po kayo naka-assign and, gaano na po kayo katagal sa US probably? Ayan.
Mm.
Yan, okay. Ayan. So, good morning and good evening once again to all of our viewers for tonight's Grandison Espresso Lounge. Once again, this is Jody, your Grandison host. And for tonight, here in Grandison Espresso Lounge, your virtual coffee table, a place to catch up with our nurses, with you, our PTs, and our partners. This is a place where we encourage everyone to share their experience and to inspire other Filipino nurses that hashtag no American dream is impossible when you have the courage and the right partner. And of course, for tonight's interview, no, we have one special nurse coming from United States. Now, who will be sharing her experience for tonight. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you Miss Jenny. Hello, Miss Jenny.
Hello po, Miss Jody. Hello, everyone. My name is Jenny Solis. I'm in Florida right now. We arrived here in United States last July 2 this year.
Okay, thank you for that introduction, Miss Jenny. So, let me just fix the view that I have, no, para makita natin yung, okay, isa't isa na mas maayos. Okay. Ayan. There you go, no? So for tonight's interview, no, we will be asking Miss Jenny about her USRN journey experience, no, kamusta yung arrival niya. Of course, kamusta yung first day niya sa facility, where she is assigned, no, what are the challenges, no, so that we can share, no, sa ibang nurses, no, na nag-iisip or nasa pipeline, no, papuntang US, no. And you know, so with that said, my first question would be, when did you arrive again, Miss Jenny, in the United States?
That was last July 2 this year, Miss Jody.
Okay, July 2. So that's like August, September, October. Happy 3 months, Sari.
Thank
3 months.
you.
Nakatatlong months, Sari ka na, no?
Yeah, 3 months na.
Ayan. Okay. So, when you arrived in the United States, did you go to the US all together with your family, or did you go solo first?
Um, I came in United States by myself, so I came here alone.
Okay. And until now, you're alone, or do you have dependents who will be coming to the US sooner?
I have my dependents coming 2 years from now.
Wow. At least, no? 2 years from now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because with the salary regression, some dependents may have been
Mm-hmm.
affected, but I hope that you're doing okay there, no, Miss Jenny? Do you have a support system, or do you have friends or relatives in Florida?
Um, I have Sheila and Kim, which they're also Grandison nurse. They're the one who helped me with finding the apartment, and we work also together in the same facility. And
That's great to
Sheila is the
hear, no?
one who, so
Yeah.
yeah, I have friends here.
Yeah, that's great to know that you have other Filipino co-nurses there, no? Especially na kasama mo rin sila sa Grandison. And did you
Mhm.
know, actually, I think last February or March, we actually interviewed Miss Shella about her experience as well, about her USRN journey. I
Yeah,
think
she told me.
she and Miss Kim are cousins.
Yeah, they are.
Wow, wow, wow. At least there's three of you in the facility, right? So,
Yeah.
going back, no, going back to your arrival, Miss Jenny.
Mhm.
Um, how was it, no? Can you make kwento, no? Ang arte ko sa part na yun, no? Can you make kwento about your arrival? How was it? Did someone pick you up at the airport?
When we arrived at the airport, we waited for, I know Sam, the Grandison driver, waited for us at the airport, and then my sister also waited in there because my sister lives in New Jersey. So I get to see my sister, my nephew, and my brother-in-law. And then when we arrived here, when we arrived at the airport, Sam picked us up, and then he brought us to the staff house in New York.
Okay. And I guess you also got the chance to like taste the orange donut and take some photos on the Grandison
Yeah,
stairs.
yeah, yeah. We also have that.
Wow. Well, it's also great to know that you were able to see your family, no? Your
Yeah.
siblings. And I don't know how many hours or how far is Florida from New Jersey?
It took like 2 hours flight from New Jersey
Oh,
to Florida.
by a plane. Yeah, but at least, right? Aside from your friends in Florida, I'm relieved to know that you also have other family members in the United States.
Yeah,
Yeah, so while
yeah.
waiting for your dependents, you have the support system there, aside from Grandison and from your friends.
Mm-hmm.
No? And speaking of the support system, nung pagdating mo ng United States, Miss Jenny, what was the biggest challenge that you have encountered?
I think
Um,
the biggest challenge that I've encountered when I arrived here in the United States is like um the waiting time for my license in Florida to be issued. So I waited for like a month for it. So while waiting for the license to be issued, I asked the grandson, Miss Caitlin, if I could stay in my sister to my sister in New Jersey, so I can so there will be less expenses and I can have free foods, and I can spend time with my sister and her family.
okay, no. So I think when we interviewed a previous nurse as well, no, from Florida, the licensure have been an issue as well, but I'm happy to know, I'm relieved to know that you have a family there who was able to like take care of you while you were waiting for your licensure. So speaking of that, no, so I think it's also a great thing that you are able to like share that experience to the nurses who are in the pipeline or who are just waiting to be deployed, especially to Florida, so that they can prepare themselves of the possibilities or the probabilities that are awaiting, especially if you are to be assigned in Florida. Because per state, there will be different protocols, policies in terms of the licensure, etc. I think for other states, we haven't had this scenario, but yeah, I think this is the second time for Florida. So nurses, for nurses who will be assigned in Florida, take note of that, right? So at least prepare for a month, for a month's worth of expenses, while you are waiting for your licensure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But going back, you mentioned earlier that you have colleagues who help you in terms of the apartment. So how early did you book or find an apartment for you to stay in Florida?
So as I said earlier, I was waiting for like a month for my license to
Yeah.
be issued in Florida. So I don't want to waste that days while waiting. So I reach out to Sheila of like how to get an apartment in Florida, what are the requirements and everything that I need. So Sheila helped me everything that I need, especially that I don't have a credit score yet. And so she said that I have to get a proof of employment at least, so that the apartment officers will approve. And when I arrive in Florida, I meet Sheila the day after, and Sheila because they the apartment where Sheila is staying, it's the same apartment that I have right now. So she said there is vacancy, and so I tried applying for it. And then 2 days, I think that was 2 or 3 days after I get approved. So the apartment called me 2 days or 3 days after that I got approved, and I'll be moving on that date. I think the date was 24. So
Yeah.
while waiting for it, I stayed in the hotel where the Grandison provided me.
Okay, so thank you for sharing that experience, Miss Jenny. No, and speaking of the requirements that you mentioned earlier, how easy was it for you to get those? Did you get all those documents from Grandison office?
Yeah, Miss Caitlin sent it to me on that day when I asked her the proof of employment.
Okay, yeah.
So
So
yeah,
shout out, shout out to Caitlin if you're listening right now. Thank you so much for
yeah,
taking care
Caitlin is
of
really very
all
helpful.
our nurses and PTs there in the United States, especially during their arrival time. No. And you mentioned earlier about the credit score, and since you've been staying in Florida for like 3 months already, or sorry, 2 months because you spent
Yeah.
almost first month in New
Yeah.
Jersey. How far is the facility from your apartment? And did you get to avail the car loan assistance as well, being provided by Grandison?
The facility is only 5 minutes walk, so
Oh, it's just near.
plan to get car for now.
Okay, okay. That's great to know. At least it's just like 5 minutes walking distance, right? Or is it
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes?
Is that?
Okay. Okay. At least napakalapit, no, Miss Jenny. And
Mm-hmm.
may exercise ka pa.
Uh-huh. I can even see the facility from my window room,
Yeah.
which is right next to my apartment.
Yeah, natutuwa lang din ako, no? That you mentioned that ka-apartment mo si Shella. So it's like you are already seeing her in the facility, tapos
Mm-hmm.
nakikita mo pa siya on the same apartment, no?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. And speaking of the facility, no, we're just curious, no. I know it's not just me, but as well as the other nurses na nakikinig ngayon, no.
Mm-hmm.
How did you prepare for your first day of work? And what do you think is the most remarkable adjustment na ginawa mo as a Filipino nurse, no? First time magkatrabaho sa isang skilled nursing facility in the United States.
Of course, I get nervous. So, the day before my start date on the facility, I prepared my scrub suit, the things that I needed, like the stethoscope and everything. So I'll be ready when I get there. And also since that day I was still staying at the hotel, which is 5 to 10 minutes using Uber. Um, so I get up early. I get ready at like around because the facility called me. I said that I'll start at 9 a.m. So I woke up 7 a.m. I got ready. Then the facility has, I mean, the hotel has a free breakfast. So I went down. I ate my breakfast and then get an Uber. And then after that, when I arrived in there, Sheila is already there. So Sheila is the one who trained me, and I get really nervous, but because Sheila is the one of co-Filipino who trained me that day, so it's kind of I feel a little bit confident for that day. So um the challenging part of my first day of work is that the setup is different. You gotta also have to deal with a new work environment, to deal with different kind of people. So it's kind of challenging and medyo nakakatakot din, but after few days after my training, medyo na okay naman.
Yeah, no. And sabi nga nila, no, no guts, no glory, no.
Mm.
I think we can say that, no, na parang though nakakatakot, Miss Jenny. Thank you so much na nilakasan mo yung loob mo. Imagine, no, um galing sa Pilipinas, mag-isa ka pumunta ka sa United States, sa Florida, no, sa state na wala kang kilala because your family is in New Jersey, no. So kudos to you, no. I think it's very inspiring, no. Kaya to the other nurses na nakikinig ngayon, sa mga kinakabahan, no, oh my gosh, kaya ko ba, no? I think just like Miss Jenny, no, just have the courage, no, and kaya niyo yan, no? Sabi
It's
sabi siguro
always
nila
hard.
napakadaling sabihin, no? But it's always hard in the beginning, no?
Yeah.
Ayan. And kamusta naman sa facility, no, Miss Jenny, during your first few days or first few weeks? Was there anyone from the facility who assisted you or trained you in terms of what you need to do? as a nurse?
Yeah, Sheila and Kim helped me with everything, especially during the training. They told me what to expect, what to do. And so on that first day of training, pinapakilala din nila ako sa mga other employees. Then they're very friendly and approachable, and I get to meet the director of nursing, the supervisors, and the facility administrator.
Okay, so thank you for sharing your first day or first week experience in the facility, no? Miss Jenny. So, curious lang din ako, Miss Jenny, no? Before you went to the United States, did you have prior experience here in the Philippines?
Yes, I have 5 years of experience in Philippines, and I think that experience also help a lot with working here in United States. Mas better talaga pag may alam ka when it comes to like the procedures, especially giving medications, PO, IV medications, and doing different kinds of procedures. Mas easy talaga pag may knowledge ka na. So I recommend na mas maganda talaga pag may previous experience ka.
Okay, so thank you, no, Miss Jenny. And do you think, no, if there's anything that they need to like review, possibly, no, or prepare, while they are waiting here in the Philippines, what could that be? That thing, no, that thing, yeah.
Um, I would recommend reviewing the different kinds of procedures that nurses do, like doing wound care, um what else? Doing tube feeding, um draining paracentesis, what else? What are the other procedures? Some of the procedures that we usually do.
Okay, pero are those things that you mentioned, Miss Jenny, are those the most common things that you're doing right now, in the
Yes, yes.
facility? Okay. Okay. No. So, I'm sure there's a lot of difference pagdating sa American healthcare system and the Philippine healthcare system. So, let's take it from Miss Jenny's experience, no? The advice that she gave us, the tips on what you need to review or possibly prepare before you get deployed sa United States, no? So, take the opportunity or take the time that while you're still here in the Philippines, no, magkaroon ng experience or possibly review those things that she mentioned. Um, and another question, Miss Jenny. So, maganda nga, no, kasi meron ka ng experience sa Philippines. So, I think it will be easier for you to compare, no, possibly. And, isa kasi ito sa mga biggest concern, no, or laging tinatanong ng mga nurses before they like apply or go to the United States, no, there are a lot of nurses who are hesitant to work in a skilled nursing facility because of so many myths about the nurse to patient ratio. So maybe it's best if we also top that topic today, no, so that our viewers or the nurses who are watching right now can have a grasp of what's really happening in the United States. So can you tell us, Miss Jenny, on an estimated count, up to how many patients are you attending to in a daily basis po?
On the floor that I am assigned to, I take care of 16 to 20 patients. So it actually depends if there are I'm assigned at a short rehab facility. So it's like every day there is a resident who get to discharge on that day, and there are also coming admissions on that day. So it actually depends if there are many discharges for that day. So the ratio will be less, and also if there are coming admissions, so it will be more patients to take care of.
Okay, so thank you for mentioning that. Um, so if I can have my takeaway, no, based on that, Miss Jenny. So it varies. The nurse to patient ratio may vary depending on your shift, no?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
so ayan, no. So maybe we can take note also that, no. And I think if I can also add to that, it may also vary depending on the type of facility because as Miss Jenny mentioned, she is currently assigned in a short-term skilled nursing
Mhm. Sure.
facility.
term.
Yes, yes. So every day or maybe every week, residents or patients are getting discharged. So that's a difference between a short term and a long term skilled
Long
nursing
term.
facility. Yeah, because for long term skilled nursing facilities, they don't actually call it patients, they call it actually residents, right? Yeah.
Residents.
Yeah. And do you also have a team of other nurses who are working with you on that floor that you're assigned to, or other healthcare professionals na kasama mo, no?
Um, yes, Kim is also assigned to the same floor that I'm assigned to. So whenever I'm off, it's for example, I'm off for today, so Kim's usually working for today. And on the
Right.
other floor, just right beside my floor, is Sheila's floor. So
Oh,
like work together in the same shift with different floor.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's also a plus though. Especially no, for example, Miss Jenny is very lucky kasi meron na siyang experience coming from the Philippines. But to those Filipino nurses who will be arriving in the United States soon na medyo wala pang experience, no, I think it's also an advantage na sa isang skilled nursing facility, there are other nurses, no? Swerte kapag mayroon pa other Filipino nurses, no? And
Yes.
other healthcare professionals, no? Merong direct supervision from possibly your director of nursing, no? Or your supervisors, no? Unlike kapag sasabak ka, for example, on a private duty, no? So, to those who are still hesitant to like, is skilled nursing facility the right the right pathway for me no papuntang US or magpa-private ba ako? Maybe you can also weigh in these factors no na katulad nila Miss Jenny, she is able to like work with other healthcare professionals and co-nurses no dun sa facility. And with that said, Miss Jenny, no, ikaw personally, as a nurse, no? As a Filipino nurse na nasa United States na ngayon, what are the tips na naisip mo ngayon that you can give to your fellow nurses on how they can make their arrival smoother pagdating nila ng United States, no? Baka mayroon kang expectations versus realities. You can also share it with us right now.
Um, the only thing that I can advise to my to my fellow nurses in Philippines is like um it's better if you like reach out to, with those other nurses who are already here in the United States. Ask them about what to expect and working in facilities in US. And also like what I did while I was waiting for my license to be issued in Florida, it's also better if you look for an apartment and look online on how much it is and also ask for someone who know or for the nurses Grandison nurses who are already here in the United States of how much they apartment cost, how much their monthly finances, so you'll be able to to determine of kung magkano yung ma yung finances every month, so it would be easier like that.
So, thank you for that, no, Miss Jenny. And, no, dahil doon sa sinabi mo, may mga pumasok ko rin na mga bagong questions sa akin, no. Kamusta overall ang experience or quality of life in Florida? Can you like give us an overview? Kamusta ang cost of living? Maybe something like that, no?
Um, yung pagdating ko dito, medyo challenging siya kasi especially that you have to like deal with new environment, new workplace, different kinds of people around you. And kailangan din na malaman mo yung finances mo every month. So, yung apartment ko per month is 1,200. Tapos yung grocery ko mga around 100 or 200 siguro per month. So so far okay naman Okay naman yung situation ko dito. So pagdating ko dito sa apartment ko when I moved in, yung una ko talagang binibili is yung mga kinakailangan ko. Like my bed, yung lamp, what else, yung mga cooking utensils. So yung ibang mga gamit na hindi naman masyadong importante sa akin is mamaya na lang. So,
Actually, no,
yun.
parang nagiging wais, no?
Oo.
Especially, no, nakakarating pa lang natin sa United States, no? I think kahit na mas malaki yung salary in the United States compared to Philippines
Mm,
and other countries in the world, no, it's also important how we manage or spend
mm.
our money wisely, no? Para hindi tayo na expectations versus reality na, hala, bakit parang ang liit ng sahod ko, etc., no? And which leads me to my next question, no? So, 3 months ka na diyan, Miss Jenny. So how do you usually spend your day off? Are there special places nor yung remarkable landmarks na napuntahan mo which is you think parang wow, this is very fulfilling.
So during my day off, we usually have the same day off with Sheila, and Sheila has a car. So whenever we have the same day off, we usually go to Walmart, to Target. We do shopping, and then sometimes we go to the malls. We went to recently we went to Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works. We just look around. So um it's kind of the day off that when especially when I have a day off, it's like my relaxing day. And sometimes when we don't have the same day off with Kim or Sheila, I spend my day watching movies, sleeping all day, taking a warm bath.
Pampering. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well that's nice, no? And did you already have your green card too, Miss Jenny?
Yes, I have it 3 months, 3 months after I arrived here in the United States.
Okay, nasa thank you. And so far, Miss Jenny, what do you think is the most favorite thing, no, na meron anything na parang feeling mo favorite mo or natutuwa ka na meron diyan sa US na possibly wala dito sa Pilipinas? Maybe something like that, meron ba?
Um, Maybe the Disney World here in Florida.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Planning
yeah.
to
It's in
we were
Florida.
actually to visit that Disney World here in Florida whenever we have a time off together with Sheila and Kim. So I think it's
Okay.
like the best place to relax and take
Okay.
our day
So I'm
off.
happy to know na nag-enjoy ka, no, as a nurse in the United States, no. So, and I'm happy to know that during your rest days, no, you get to relax, no, go to places like Disneyland, Walmart, no. So, thank you very much for sharing all of those experiences to us tonight, Miss Jenny, no? I think it lightens up yung pakiramdam ng mga nurses na medyo anxious right now because of the waiting time, no? And to those na nagpaplano pa lang, no, pumunta sa United States, what can you tell them, no? Why should they choose Grandison or why should they choose United States? Yan.
The first thing is that why they should choose Grandison is because Grandison is a very helpful. So they sila yung nagbabayad ng lahat ng expenses like the IELTS, NCLEX, immigration fee, and everything. And they always reach out to you, and you can always reach out to them whenever you need assistance or you need help. And they are very accommodating and they respond quickly. So
Yeah.
I recommend Grandison.
Thank you, ma'am, for that feedback, no? And overall, ma'am, no, so before we like end this interview with you, no, um, what in one word, no, can you describe your journey in one word? Not just with Grandison, but overall your USRN journey.
I would say my journey here in Grandison, going to United States, is kind of life changing. When I got here, it's kind of challenging. There are many trials that I faced, and it's kind of hard, especially that I just started my journey in here. But those trials and challenges only makes me stronger. And as we all know, if a person is getting stronger, it makes their life better. So I can tell that this journey is life changing.
Grabe 'no, hashtag palaban. Laban 'no? So very, very, very strong and brave woman pala ito si Miss Jenny
Mhm.
'no. So thank you so much for that, Miss Jenny 'no, for that wonderful answer. Okay, and thank you so much once again for sharing your journey with us, sharing your experience, the challenges that you had 'no. I hope all of our viewers right now, may natutunan 'no, sa experience ni Miss Jenny. Especially sana na-encourage kayo ni Miss Jenny 'no, that despite the challenges 'no, once you're there, 'no, sa United States, it's worth it, 'no? And kahit na natatakot kayo, um, go lang, laban lang, 'no? So, thank you, 'no? And hopefully, we can catch you once again, guys, 'no? Hopefully next time, 'no, makapag-trio interview naman tayo with Miss Jenny, Miss Kim, and Miss Sheila, 'no? Sa lahat ng mga nurses natin na nasa Florida, 'no? So, um, to those other aspiring nurses, 'no? So, hindi lang Florida tayo meron, 'no? So, we also have other nurses assigned in the top ranking states in the United States. So hopefully we can get to interview other nurses in the future. No. And once again, this has been Jody, your host for tonight's Grandison Espresso Lounge. So for any questions or comments, you can drop it here or you can message us directly on Facebook, LinkedIn, or via our email at hello@grandisonUSA.com. So once again, thank you so much, Miss Jenny, and thank you to our
Oh,
viewers.